嗨，大家好，我是李贝。我们学习好不好？干杯！我们学习我的这个课本标准教程6级下册。OK， 哇，这是我们经过里程碑对吗？古今博览 ，reading extensively。I feel like the Chinese and English is not consistent. 第9个单元，金古，no 古今古今博览，古今博览，这个古今博览会啊 ，it does mean read extensively. Really? 可是博览会是什么呢 ？Exhibition. What's up with that? That does not make sense to me. 博览会就是 exhibition. 博览是 read extensively. 广泛的阅读就是这个意思。OK。也，你知道古和今古 like old or ancient, and jin modern or today. The current maybe is more accurate. 博览 meaning read extensively. All right. So 博览会 what's up with that? Anyway, 第9单元，我们开始学习第33课。我们学到第122页。Sorry, I don't have a good angle. 第122页。OK， 内容如何？怀念慢生活，慢生活比慢节奏的生活。慢节奏的生活方式，我按照慢节奏的方式生活，etc. etc. 怀念 is kind of, I don't know, hold in your bosom, hold in your heart. Yeah, cherishing the memory of slow life. Yeah, I moved to Weihai. Weihai is, yeah, I used to live in Beijing, and it's like, oh, so much stress. In Weihai, it's like, oh, relax. Relax, study, no hurry. All right, let's see what we got here. 现在你的生活节奏怎么样？比我搬到威海之前慢得多。你是不是被紧张的生活 what 所困扰？OK， 被啪啪所困扰。现在不被紧张的生活所困扰。Yeah, that's a bit. Yeah, I guess you could say that. Would you say it orally or would you just use it in writing? I'm not sure. It's like, are you perplexed by a stressful life? Or紧张 maybe tense? Yeah, 这是我过去的生活。Yeah, 现在我越来越多重视那个慢节奏生活的方式。我认为现在的生活比以前的好得多。OK， 请对照下表。OK， 下表比以下的表 is here meaning table, right？ 看看有没有跟自己一样的情况。你认为应该怎么解决这种状况？你应让解决状况吗 ？All right。你每天的生活紧张吗？现在吗？否，不是，不是那么紧张。比较休闲的生活。你常常觉得累吗？有时候 也有时候我就是一天内就拍4个小时的视频，也最长的应该是2个小时，2个小时就是连续2个小时拍视频。以后我的嗓子就觉得奇怪，就是觉得有点累，也有点饿，我饿了。我早上9点开始拍视频，就到11点他累死了，我累命了。我可以说这样吗？累的要命，累的要命。太累了。而且我的习惯就是早点吃早餐，午饭早点吃午饭。为什么呢？我认为，OK，一个原因就是很多人来12点或者1点吃午饭，我11点吃午饭，这是我的习惯。如果你到饭馆你发现11点没有人，我可以我不会被别人干扰。我可以在那里按照自己的速度就吃饭，而且我可以看书，我可以玩手机，我可以就是看四周有什么事情。而且也在中国，有时候你在饭馆里，有一个有点自私的人，他们在饭馆里抽烟，他们就是假装，那个每一墙上，不挂着，这是禁止抽烟的牌子，对，但是他们。偏偏我应该是照样，偏偏照样抽烟。我认为自己对抽烟对烟味有一点敏感，所以如果是高峰时期，很多人就是那个有人抽烟的几率比较高，所以我就是冒风险。第二个原因，就是我认为11点的食物比较新鲜。你明白我的意思吗？因为早上他们已经准备好了一切，就是高峰时期快到了。所以我钻进去就吃了，就是新鲜的。如果你等到中午一点，然后吃饭，结果呢，那个食物就放那儿2个小时，所以比较不新鲜，所以这是我的习惯，11点左右吃午饭，OK，所以觉得累，11点。11点觉得累，而且如果一天内我拍2部视频，就是拍4个小时的视频后就特别累，尤其是如果我就是不断的说话，我真的会消化我的精力，对吗？OK，你的情绪怎么样？容易生气和着急吗？OK，我可以承认，我不是世界上情绪最稳定的人。与此同时，现在我的情绪比较稳定。也许最近我有自己的哲理，我的哲理就是不要把一个问题变成2个问题，就这个。有的时候你就是面对一个问题，你认为我要解决这个问题，你发现这个问题解决不了，这是一个问题，对吗？那你面对一个不能解决的问题的话，该怎么办？也许你发脾气或者着急或者什么， 你就会发现，现在我还有原来的问题，呃，而且我加上了另外一个问题，我就是把一个问题变成两个问题。我发现，OK，我最终接受了，OK，有时候最好的就是不要把一个问题变成两个问题。也比如说，就是国际政治问题。现在尤其是在美国，那个大选举有很多曲折，对吧？不是，我我还在考虑拜登应不应该下台。嗯，我不知道，我还在考虑这个吧，就是在考虑这个问题的同时，很多巨大的事情就发生。我说我没有足够的大脑实力，就是我怎么说 process，我怎么表达这个吧？考虑，我就是说考虑，暂且就用考虑，这个过程很复杂。所以呢，我就是决定 OK，不考虑这个吧。我不能改变这类的问题，对吗？这类的情况，尤其是美国大选举，嗯所以但是我只能把这一个问题变成两个问题，就不会提高我的生活，对吗？当然了，所以现在我就是不考虑，就是特意避免那个话题，就是看新闻的时候不用看。我我不能改变那个生活，不能改变这个世界，尤其是这个巨大的那个问题。所以呢，以前比以前好很多，我就是有自己的这里，可以保护自己。我有自己的兴趣爱好，就多注意他们，不要注意一切。我不能在我的一个大脑里，就是我怎么说？容把包容，no 不是包容，考虑或者 store 储蓄所有的问题，所有值得考虑的问题。OK，你最近压力大吗？以前比以前小很多，对吗？我过去的生活，也压力特别大。也就是我反省的时候就认为怪不得情绪不太好。现在也没有过去的没有过去的问题。也许有一天我应该找一份工作，要考虑。但是现在就我生活进行的比较顺利，比较稳定。OK，如果你每一天很紧张、很累、压力很大、情绪变坏，你应该怎么办？这是一个棘手的问题。棘手 ，I like this adjective，棘手，棘手，这是一个棘手的问题。在一些情况下，你没有办法自拔，你不能自拔。为什么呢？比如说，你老板说你应该这样做，你认为这样做不太合适，对吗？也许你也心里有这个矛盾，对吗？你明白我的意思，对？所以也有很多这类的压力。 你老板说你应该做他们的工作，对吗？或者你应该做不道德的事情，你做不做呢？如果你做，有人发现你做那个不道德的事情，人们会怪你，不会怪你老板，就是吩咐你这样做的那个老板。耶，但是如果你不做，你的老板可能伤害你，对吗？这是一个巨大的问题，我不知道怎么办。真的有这类的那个我的 dilemma， 中文怎么说 dilemma？ 我们查一下 dilemma。窘境。Oh, I like this one. 窘境。You say 处境，处境 is a little different, isn't it? 窘境 maybe the good choice. 困境。I don't know. I kind of like 窘境。尴尬的处境。Yeah, that's a really 尴尬的处境。为难的处境。为难 is just 为难 is not a noun, right? 为难。No, it's a verb and an adjective, or as I like to say, a verbjective. If you're allowed adverbs, I feel like you should have verbjectives as well. Or verbjectives. Yeah, adverbs. You can think about that. 有难. All right. So I'm going to jot that down there. 窘境. 窘境. Because that looks like a kind of word I might use. 窘境. In fact, I was just going to use something like this, right? Awkward situation, predicament, plight. It is a noun meaning awkward situation. 窘境. 摆脱窘境. 摆脱窘境. 陷入窘境. Yeah, all right. I'm going to add this to my list of words. I always keep this notepad on my desk. And whenever I want to remember a word, like here, you can go study what I've been looking at. Was it this? 窘境. That's correct. 窘境. Yeah. Yeah. 窘境. Nowadays, you can take a photo and give it to ChatGPT and say, "Can you write down the words on this? What I've written here?" It can understand. It can recognize your handwriting, unless your handwriting is really, really awful. Yeah, it reads your handwriting. I'm really kind of excited about what ChatGPT is going to be able to do in the future. All right. So, 你应该怎么办? I do not know. But OK， 过去我的一个问题就是我的中文水平不够高，所以我发现自己在这种窘境的时候就没有办法，或者我摆脱这种窘境的能力比较低。现在我能说话，我能更准确的表达自己。所以也我认为，如果我现在OK， 如果过去的窘境再次发生，我现在有更好的出路，对吗？我可以跟人表达我的问题，或者更合理的，就是过去我没有办法，人们听不懂。OK， 即使这就是我学习中文的动力之一，因为过去遇到了一些窘境。窘境. Oh, I'm just going to use this all through the video. This new word, 窘境. Okay, 速 pertaining to speed, usually fast or speed, 速度 or 加速. What do we got here? 速度时速匀速 This is like average speed, right? But is it second term? Okay, we'll talk about that in a minute. 车速超速风速高速光速横速音速转速加速减速变速 Okay, so this is going to be pretty easy. So they all mean speed, right? That's it, speed. 速度 is a suffix 后缀 The 后缀 is used for many words, and you probably know 温度 temperature degree, right? 温度 what others do you know? 湿度 is humidity. Do you know 高度 elevation 高度 Yeah, you can even make up your own ones as well. Like if it doesn't exist, you can just make it up. So this happened to me. So because I did research, I and my co-authors invented a concept called Latinity. Okay, this probably doesn't mean anything to anyone, but we made it up, and then when I described it in Chinese, I called it 拉丁度. 拉丁度. So I made it up, and then use it on my talk slides, and it's like a Chinese guy, mathematician said, okay, this is what I'm interpreting this as. Like, yes, that's exactly what you were meant to interpret it as. It's like, nice. I made up my own word in Chinese. I have been known to do that. All right, so 速度, speed, 度, degree, 速度. 速度 is speed, literally a number that represents your rate of motion. Yeah. Okay, so what do we need to know about 速度? You know what it is, but we need to pay attention to the grammar. 速度. 速度. 飞行速度. So this is flight speed. Yeah, you'll see this on a plane. You also see it on, not facing, but I don't know, 速度. You see it on the trains. Have you ever been on the trains in China? Like, if you're like me and you've been in China for, well, I've lived in China for 10 years, but before that, I've been around for about 10 other years. And back then, the trains were much slower. Nowadays, they go a quarter of the speed of sound. A quarter of this, 音速. Yeah. Is it that one? 音速. It is that one, right? We'll get to that. So I find that taking the trains in China is about as easy as taking the subway in other countries. It's and you go from one city to another rather than halfway across the city or something like this. 速度, 以这样的速度. Yeah, so this 以, you know this 以, this is like, it's a preposition. Yeah, at this speed, 以. So by means of or using this kind of speed, 我们可以在2小时之内到达目的地. Yeah. So yeah, we will arrive at our destination within 2 hours. Yeah. It sounds a bit fancy, like 之内 and 到达目的地 or 到达. This is kind of a bit fancy. So maybe this would be an announcement or something like this. 你开车超过了限定的速度. Yeah, 限定的, 限 is limited, 定 is kind of locked in, or 限定的, prescribed. Yeah, okay, limited to 速度. So yeah, there's 限速, right? 限速. Speed limit. Is that on the list? 限速. I don't see it. We're going to need to add it, I'm afraid. Oops. 限速. 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 限制速度. Yeah. 限速. Okay, so this is a verb, so meaning to restrict the speed limit, and this is 限制的速度. This is the speed in which the restriction is at. Okay, so 限速为90公里. Yeah, so 公里 is not a unit of speed. However, it just, okay, technically this should be 90公里每个小时, right? 90 kilometers an hour. However, it's just too long to say that. So 90公里, or you could just say 90. Yeah, you don't actually need the unit because the unit is the default unit. Well, the default unit in China. Yeah, most countries use kilometers per hour, right? What does England use? I don't remember. Anyway, 超过限速, so exceeds speed limit. So 超过 is often like a good word to surpass. It's very positive. However, surpassing the speed limit is considered a negative thing, right? So that's kind of interesting. All right, 速度, 学速. So yeah, this is like the speed per hour. So 学速为 blah blah blah. Again, we need to pay attention to the grammar. 学速. Yeah, 以小时为单位计算的速度，时速可达200公里. Yeah, this one. So I think it is just you must use a 公里, right? Not 公里每小时. I'm not sure. Maybe you're 老百姓, your 老陈. Can you say 老陈? Your average 陈, 君臣. Your average Chen maybe yeah, doesn't know all the technical intricacies of this. Mai is this mai means miles. I think it's the same as Ingli, right? I'm not 100% sure, but I think so. It's the same as Ingli. 以90公里的时速行驶. Yeah. 时速180迈. 180 miles an hour. Yeah. Yeah, 英里. 英里 is mile, and 迈 is mile as well, or miles per hour. It'll be in here somewhere. Yeah. Oh, mile. Mile, but abbreviating miles per hour? No, here you want miles, I think. All right. 时速. So this one is a bit more technical. So you will see this on the news and you'll see it in like academic papers and so on. But I think normally people use 速度 rather than 时速 in just everyday chit chat. 速度. All right. Okay, some of these are pretty easy. As long as you know this means speed, you know what 车速 means. 车 could mean your car, but it could also mean like a bike or a carriage or something like that. But 车速, 车速, that's the one you get on the train, right? 车速. Actually, let's Google it. 车速. All right, there you go. So on the gold here, here. So 什么钱时速, there you go. There, that's where you will see 时速. When I think of 时速, that's where it is. Okay, so they did use the unit kilometers per hour. So 公里每小时. So maybe it's not that strict. Maybe it's, yeah. So you could just say 速度. Yeah, okay. Anyway, the usage is you can put kilometers per hour. And yeah, this is a quarter of the speed of sound. 就是音速的1/4, 对吗？音速的1/4. Can Google figure that out? Yeah, 音速. What is this? 马赫, mark. Oh, okay. 马赫, it's mark a half. 音速 speed of sound. 声速 or okay, I think that's the one I've encountered in the past. So here, that's the speed of sound, right? Okay, so it's the speed of sound in the sense of like atmospheric sound. And divided by 4, there. A quarter of the speed of sound. So you're on a train traveling Mach a quarter in China. Yeah. And you just treat that like it's a normal thing. And you get annoyed about it taking too long. It's like, whoa, okay. Yeah. You're going a quarter of the speed of sound. I just think that's just mind-blowing, right? Is that not mind-blowing? Okay, anyway. So 音速 also 声速。声速。声速。All right. 匀速。Yeah, 匀. Yeah, it is second tone. 均匀. Do you know 均匀? 均匀. No, 均匀's a little different, isn't it? I'm not sure. 均匀. Let's look it up. Yeah, 均匀. Characters look similar, don't they? 均匀. So this is even, well distributed. So 均 is like average, right? 匀. 分布在各部分的数量基本相同，或大小，粗细、深浅、稀稠、稀周 ，sorry， 哎呀，稀稠，基本相同。Okay, so the size, the thickness, the depth. Okay, so both 深 and 浅 can mean depth in the sense of deep water, but it can also mean darkness in the sense of a dark color. So there's probably 2 meanings of that. It's depth. 深浅，你的衣服，你那件衣服的深浅怎么样? I don't know. Maybe it's both. Anyway, so this is like average in the sense of homogenized, but no, it is just even. But it's used to mean average, right? Or am I wrong? Average. 平均 平均 is average. 平均数 is the average, right? It's a number. 平均 so 平均 is average in the sense of mathematically average, right? Yeah, not these other averages. I'm just an average person, not that one. 普通人 works. So why is it 匀速? It's not average speed, it's uniform speed. 匀速. 匀速. Now it makes sense. 匀速 or 匀速度. 匀速. Okay, everything makes sense now. 我恍然大悟了。物体在单位时间内所移动的距离相等的。All right, so you have not an average, but a uniform speed. So you maintain the same speed. Okay, 匀速. Okay, so what is average speed? Average speed will be 平均速度. Is that right? 平均速度. Now everything is falling into place. 匀 meaning uniform, not average. All right. Yeah, these other ones are easy. 车速. I feel like I skipped this one accidentally. 车速. Like car speed. 车速. Or whatever. 车速. The 车 could pertain to anything, right? 车速. Yeah, 车辆. Vehicle speed. Yeah. Yeah, 是车辆的速度 or something like that. 车辆行驶的速度. Yeah, all right, so that's not hard. Okay, we'll skip here. 风速, you know what that is. Like, you just look at that and go, I know what that is. 光速, I know what that is. 音速, these are all the same. 航速. Okay, so you know what they all are now, right? If 车速 is the speed of your 车, then 风速 is the speed of your 风, the wind speed, right? 风速, 光速, speed of light. 航速, speed of 航. 航 used to pertain to like sailing, but now it's used for flight as well. 航速. So it's both. Speed of ship or plane. 飞机、船舶等的航行速度. Yeah. All right. So you learn one, you learn the whole batch, right? Okay. 超速, we saw this before. 超过限速, right? 超过限速, exceed the speed limit. 超速 is like too fast, basically. 超速, super speed. It literally translates to super speed. Super in the sense of exceeding. 超速. 超过限定速度或正常速度. Exceed the hypervelocity. Yeah, I told you, it literally means super speed or hypervelocity. 因超速被罚款. Yeah, you get the idea. 超速检测器. 检测 is like a test. Yeah, 检测器. 检测器 is a testing device. Here, detector. Oh, okay, 检测器. Detector is a better translation, actually. Yeah, speed detector. Or at least speed in the sense of speeding detector. All right, so they're all easy. What is 转速? Oh, rotational speed. Oh, 转速, sorry, 转速. Rotational speed. All right. So this would only come up in physics, right? 转速. 转动的物体在单位时间内转动的圈数. Oh, so this is revolutions per minute. So where's a good example? Yeah. 每分钟1750转的发动机转速. So this 转 is a revolution, right? So they're using this as a unit here. Or an abbreviation for a longer unit. No, it's not an abbreviation. Because it does say every minute, 1,750 revolutions. 发动机, meaning engine, but maybe closer to motor than engine. 转动, yeah. All right. 加速, 减速. Yeah. 加 add 速 speed, add speed to accelerate. Yeah. 减速 to subtract speed equals to brake. 加速. You have a 加速器. 加速板, 加速器, accelerator. Oh, this is accelerator in the sense of a particle accelerator. Yeah, you get the idea. 加速, add speed. 变速, change speed, right? 变速. So this is, again, unspecific as to whether it's increasing or decreasing. 变速. 改变速度. Yeah. Speed change, gear shift. Gear shift. Yeah, so 变速器 is transmission, is it? Gearbox, transmission. Okay, I'm not exactly knowledgeable about cars, but okay, so 变速器, change speed device is your transmission. Yeah. All right. That's enough about speed. Are there any others? I don't know. I feel like if you encounter another word with 速 in it, like 高速公路, 高速, this one, 高速, high speed, 高速公路. There's also 低速, right? But 高速公路 is high-speed 公路, public road. 高速公路 usually means highway, etc., etc. School. Yeah. I don't know. That's it. Next is 中. Again, this is probably going to be quite easy, but 中 it pertains to the end or final, or like the the last point, as opposed to the start. The 初起 or 始. 初 is 当初 OK, 还有也有初一生，那个没有中级生。你有中级生，但是不是那个中，而且中级生是在中间的，有高级生。Anyway, you get the idea. This pertains to the end of something. Yeah, 终点. So I say this all the time, but like if you go to Beijing and take the subway, you'll hear this 终点. You'll hear the phrase 以 blah 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 为终点的列车. Maybe I'll write it down for you over here. 以 blah 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 为 oops 终点的列车. If I'm not mistaken, sure. 即将进站，即将进站，即将进站。这个站 ，Is that right? I better look up 列车. Make sure I wrote it correctly. 列车, yeah, that's correct. And 进站. This one's not correct. 站. Yeah. So you'll hear this broadcast, like if you're in Beijing right now watching my videos, next time you go to the subway, listen for 以 blah blah 为终点的列车，即将进站. So 以金安桥，whoops, 金安, I guess it's just that N, and 桥怎么写？这样吧，这个不对，这样吗？哪里出？这个。这个金安桥，以金安桥为终点的列车即将进站。So that's an example. You'll hear exactly like when I was in Beijing, I heard that all the time. I've just basically memorized it now. So for example, 金安桥, but that could be replaced by any other terminal station. 为终点. So with this as the terminal station, 终点的列车即将进站, 即将 about to 进站 enter the station. 以金安桥为终点的列车即将进站. So 终点 endpoint. So basically, yeah, you have a start and a finish to a journey, and that's the 终点 is the end point. The 开发点 okay, 开发点. You can say 开发点. That's your starting point. 开发点 or 始点. I think you can say 始点. Maybe people don't say 始点 because it's so easily no, maybe people don't say that. 开发点definitely. It's your starting point. 开发 is like launching point. Do you have 出点? 出点 I'm not sure. 出 You know what? Let's not do it this way. Let's do it. Put in English. Starting point. 起点. Oh yeah, 起点is the best one. 出发点. 出发点. Yeah, maybe this is a better choice again. 出发点. 起点出发点. 第10点出发地 Okay, so there's a lot of options. So I say 开发 didn't I? Maybe 出发 is better. Have I chose the wrong word? Whoops. 发 What happened? 开发 No. This one. Oh, no. That explains why I didn't find it. Sorry, I said the wrong thing. All right, so the opposite of 终点, the opposite of 终点 is 起点 or 出发点. Let's jot it down. I'll use a different color. So 出发点 or 起点. 起点. Sorry, can't see it, but all right. I just wanted to note it down. All right. All right, so maybe 中 is going to be harder than what I was expecting. 中场. So is this just the final performance? 场 usually is like a stage or like a scene or something like this. How do you explain it? 中场. Oops. 中场. I typed it 3 times. What's going on? 中场. Yeah, 中场. End of a performance or game. All right, 演出或比赛结束，中场。中场时，观众中响起了热烈的掌声。Yeah, OK. 中场前，主队又攻进一球。All right. All right. I feel like we need to know this word exists, but beyond that, not much more. I don't recall encountering it very often. So, all right. 极 极 refers to extreme or extremity. 终极 would be the ultimate extreme, the final extreme. Yeah, I don't recall encountering this word either. 终极 最后终点 All right. 到达人生的终极终极目标 the ultimate goal. That sounds very I should turn off the air conditioning. That sounds very I don't know. What's the word? Alarming? Daunting? 终极目标 the final goal? What yeah. 这是一次终极冒险 the ultimate adventure. Okay, so this is like the most extreme, ultimate in that. Christmas is the ultimate endurance test. Okay, obviously this is used hyperbolically, but 圣诞节是对耐力的终极考验. Yeah, so 考验 means test, but I almost always encounter it used figuratively, such as a test of our marriage. But it's like you're not sitting there like writing down, oh, my partner likes, I don't know, chocolate cake. It's like, I caught my partner cheating on, oh no, it's not a written test, stop writing. I caught my partner cheating on me and I'm struggling to mentally overcome this or something like that. That's a maybe the 终极考验. Marriage is 终极考验. Okay, so this I don't recall ever encountering before, so I can't really say how important it is, but I don't think it's that important. When people say 终极, they usually mean it's 终极学生, 终极班. Yeah, 中级 middle class. Middle class. Yeah, 中级学生, it's like intermediate students. Okay, 中节, yeah, this one you see, let's just Google it. 中级, you see at the end of a movie. 中节. Oh, actually, there are other, you can say like 结束 or whatever. Here, terminate, 终结者. It's not terminate though. End conclusion, to come to an end, to terminate something. Okay. It's terminate, but to not, it's to end something, not to kill something. Okay. So is ChatGPT work? I've had trouble with ChatGPT recently. So at the end of a movie, what word is written? Oh, what Chinese word might be written on the screen? Yeah, I didn't even, what's going on? Thanks. All right, here we go. 中完结 yeah, maybe 完结结束本片完谢谢观看再见 all right but not 终结 could it be 终结we are studying 终结 yeah 终结终结 maybe 结束 maybe is more common or just 终 so what if I just put 终 and 电影 see what comes up 终 what's this that's 终 that's 终于的终终结的终 but what is the first character 剧中 okay 剧中剧 is a play but in this case it's used figuratively, right, for a movie. 剧中 yeah, the end. Are there any other examples? Here, 剧中 again. 中剧中剧 and 剧中 seem to be the same. 剧中 Okay, I googled it and see 剧中 sorry, I'll try to put this in 剧中 and I'll cheat with this one and copy and paste and 中剧 yeah, ChatGPT has been a bit iffy recent. Yeah. All right, let's just ignore. Let's move on. ChatGPT's been a bit iffy recently. It's not my side, it is actually ChatGPT if you check the status. Okay, 终结. And I put here verb. So that changes things. 终结 verb, also a noun. 生命的终结 end of one's life. So it can be a noun, but a verb. So a verb, it can be like to end something. I will end you. Maybe it is like terminated. 事情很快就终结了 The matter has soon come to a close. That sounds very, like, suspicious as well, doesn't it? Some unspecified conclusion to the matter. I wonder why they're not specifying how it's concluding. 最后结束 yeah. 人类对客观世界的认识永远不会终结 So it will never reach a final conclusion. Yeah, final conclusion. 终结 All right. 终止终止 is just Oh, this is like the end, right? This is a noun meaning the end, 终结. I think maybe end or end point or something in that ballpark. No, it is a noun. Sorry, it is a verb. Well, there is a 终结 here, and that's a different one. This one's like interrupt or something, is it? Discontinue. Okay, 结束停止终止. So this is it's to stop something, but it's because it's finished. 裁判终止了比赛. Okay, so this is like declared the end of a competition or something. 终止合同 terminate a contract. 终止日期. Yeah, this is what I was expecting. Closing date. So this is like a deadline. 终止日期. Yeah, all right. This was trickier than what I was expecting, but they all pertain to end, the end of something, right? 年中 year end. All right. 年中期中时 okay, 时中 is different. 年中期中年中 yeah, also 年末 yeah. So you talk about end of year sales. If you walk around, you should be able to see end of year sales. Oh, this one. 年中清仓. 清仓 means warehouse. 清仓, so clear out or empty the warehouse. Yeah. The thing is, there's so many signs where they're clearing out warehouses and 甩货 and this sort of thing that you kind of feel like, oh, okay, it's just a sign to get your attention and nothing else. Like they just put words on a sign and it doesn't actually have any actual meaning. 年中车检. Okay, so this is like end of year vehicle inspections. Yeah, 年中. I've seen 年末, this one, 年末. 一年的最后一段时间, 年末. Kind of the same idea, right? 快到年末了，年末时，我们面对着经济放缓，对，处处萧条的局面。What's that one? 萧条 desolate. All right, so it's not a good situation, it seems. Anyway, let's continue. 其中, yeah. It's the same concept, right? But maybe it's also 期末. 期中. Sorry, 期中. Yeah. Yeah. I think 期末 would be more common. 学期终了. Yeah, that's not an example. I don't think this is this is 期末. This one. Yeah, as you see, lots of examples in Pleco for 期末. Very few examples for, what was the other one? 期中. Just 期末. I don't think this is an important word. 期末. More. Yeah, 期中, don't prioritize that one, or at least that's not my recommendation. 时中, yeah, I like 时中. Yeah, it kind of means from start to finish, right? You can look at the characters. 时中, from start to finish. 时中, from start to finish, blah, blah, blah. 怎么样? 时中. Well, it kind of implies a kind of consistency. 始终如一, oh, there's two of them. Are they different? 从开始到终了. It is 终了, right? 终了. Yeah. 从开始到终了的全部过程. Okay, the complete process from start to finish. Okay, 始终如一. I guess 如一 is just consistent. Yeah, it's just consistent. Like at the start it was like this, at the end it was like this, and there's no blah blah blah, blah along the way. 表示从开始到终了持续不变一直. Okay, again, consistency with respect to time. Hold on, it is just with respect to time, right? I think so. 学习成绩始终很好. So it's unclear whose study results we're talking about. They didn't specify. So it could be like a whole class of students, or it could be like Jeff over there. Well done, Jeff. 始终很好. Yeah, so yeah, consistently very good. So it's pointing out the lack of major exceptions, I guess. 始终不改. Yeah, 不改, unchanged. Oh, yeah. This is actually an interesting phrase. 有始有终. It has a start, has an end. But you can also say 有始无终, 有始无终. Yeah, let's add this one. This is a really interesting chongyue, and I think even what's that? The HSK 3 or 4 student should be able to handle this. 有始无终. Definitely HSK 4, maybe HSK 3. Yeah, there is a start but no finish. 有始无终. Yeah, if you forget how to handwrite 半途而废, you can use this. Give up halfway. 半途而废. 这项计划有始无终. Yeah. Yeah, it has a start but no end. Yeah, let's jot that down. Oh, it's there. Oh, except they use 有始有终, which I think is rarer than 有始无终. 有始无终. I think this is rarer. I don't recall ever seeing this. I mean, it's kind of self-explanatory, right? 觉做事有头无尾. Yeah, 有头. This 头 means start, right? 头无尾, from head to tail. 不能坚持到底. So unable to complete it to the end. 有始无终. And so the other one was 有始有终. Actually, do you know that you can put a question mark in here? And Pleco treats it as a wild card. What is 有始? Wait, really? 闲着? Yeah, I think I don't need to know that one. 闲. Okay, usually it's 先 first tone, 新鲜的鲜. Yeah, 有始有终. No, 有始有终, 有始有终, 有始有终. 觉做事有头有尾, 能坚持到底. 到底 is to the end. 到底 is used in kind of in other ways. I'll just maybe I don't want to go too far into that. But for the time being, 到底 this one literally means to the end of like wherever the task takes you. Yeah. 我们无论做什么都要有始有终. Yeah, so this is like saying 我们就是绝不要半途而废. Do you know 半途而废? This is very, very common as well. 半途而废. We studied this one, right? Somewhere in the last however many 100 videos. Go watch all 100 videos, somewhere in there. Oh, all right. 中途停止. Yeah. Here, 有始无终. Yeah. 半途而废. All right, where were we? 始终. Yeah, 始终 from start to finish. So let's ask Chat. Actually, is ChatGPT awake? I'm not sure. 有始无终. Does 始终 only apply with respect to time and not with respect to distance? That's my impression. It's only with respect to time. Yeah. So ChatGPT agrees. 从开始到结束，他始终坚持自己的信念。So from start to finish, or consistently persevered with his belief. 他始终保持微笑。So she smiled from start to finish. So yeah. All right. 从头到尾。Oh, okay. So this would be the this is the physical. This also includes the physical one. Is that right? 从头到尾。他从头到尾都站在我旁边。That's not a great example. So how could I say a length of rope has checkle. What's checkle in English? Checkle. Blemishes. I don't know. Has knots in it all the way along. Okay. 一根绳子上一个绳子上从头到尾都有打结。OK， 这根绳子上从头到尾都有结。I like this one better if I have to choose. Okay， 从头到尾 from head to tail, the whole thing. Okay， 从头到尾。This is a better one with distance, right? And let's say there are many stops on the 高铁 from, actually usually there's not many stops, but let's just pretend from like Beijing to Nanjing. 从北京到南京的高铁上有很多站 but I want to use I want to use I want to use an equivalent phrase to your no, what are we doing? 时钟 an equivalent phrase to 时钟 but that works with physical distance. 从北京到南京的高铁沿途有很多站 So just 从这个 just there's no point. I want to emphasizing there are no points along this route without many stops. Sorry. 从北京到南京的高铁始终都有很多站。Oh, okay. So you can use 始终 with physical distance. Can use 始终 for physical distance, not just with respect to time. 严格来说，始终主要用于时间上的持续性。不过 blah 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 blah， 每段路程 maybe it should be 每段路都有很多站，一路上都有很多站。All right. Anyway, what we want to note is that, what are we noting? 始终 mostly is with respect to time. Maybe it can be a bit more flexible than that. 最终 yeah, 最终 is okay, so final or finally kind of thing, not in the sense of you're complaining about someone. Like in English, you complain about people like, oh, finally you realize what I've been trying to teach you all this time. It just means that they're very slow. You're complaining about something being slow. In Chinese, I don't think it means that. I don't think you can use it to complain. 最终, so you use it in this kind of like 首先 A, 然后 B, and 最终 C, and that kind of structure. In fact, are we going to study that? Actually, that's probably a bit too easy. I shouldn't say too easy. It's too easy for this level. That's more of an intermediate student. So 最终, yeah, that's the final step in a series of steps. 最终, yeah, or maybe there's like this whole convoluted process. 最终我们决定 blah 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 blah. I think we're maybe familiar enough with it. Oh, look at that! Next is Wei. Do you know this character? I am in Weihai. 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 That's the name of the city. Weihai. Wei. What does it mean by itself? I don't really know. Maybe it has multiple meanings. Weihai. Yeah, I think it's this kind of might. Might not in the sense of possibility, but in the sense of strength. I am mighty. Weihai. This is Weihai. I'm in Weihai. Hello from Weihai. 欢迎来到威海。使人敬畏的气势或使人畏惧的力量。Yeah, so this 气势 is one of these abstract things that it's kind of vibe or aura or something about a person, their manner. They have an air of reverence. Yeah, that sort of thing. Which is why I don't really understand these particularly well. It's too abstract. What's this second one? 凭借威力震慑. Is that right? 震慑. I'm not sure. 震慑 or. So using your 威力. So this 威力 is the one from this first definition. So using your air of reverence, causing people to become shocked. Shock the locals with your air of reverence. With your 威力. All right. 威风. Your might. All right, I'm going to be honest. This is a fairly rare word, a rare character. 威胁. Let's just go look at Pleco to begin with. 威胁 meaning to threaten. 威胁. Threaten. 武力威胁. So to threaten with 武力. 武力 meaning like armed violence or armed power and so on. 威胁. Oh, this is the more figurative, like threatening mankind. 环境污染威胁着人类健康, threatening the health of mankind. Pollution threatens the health of mankind. 权威 is like authority. Yeah. 使人信从. 信从 is like comply with, I think obey maybe. Trust and comply with. 使人信从的力量和威望. So this authority is not necessarily like a political authority. It could be like an authority in astronomy. This person is an authority in astronomy. So when they say that that's Mars, not Jupiter, you listen to them because they're an authority. Or maybe a religious authority or something like this. Like a mufti, right? 凸显政府的权威. 凸显 would be to exert or make prominent. 凸显, magnify, give prominence to. 政府的权威. So it's like the government is showing its authority. This is the kind of I'm in charge kind of authority. 在某个范围或领域内最有影响和地位的人和事物。Okay, so the most influential or person or object with status, status or influence. 学术权威, yeah, so an academic authority. Yeah, so in mathematics, there are certain people you would consider all authorities. Something like Terence Tao. Do you know Terence Tao? I don't know, I think people like me might consider him maybe the best living mathematician kind of thing, or at least in the top 10. Yeah. 权威机构. So an organization with authority. So this could mean something like the police, I guess. The police have the authority to arrest you if you commit crimes or are suspected of committing crimes. The other one, authority, it's like influence almost. Yeah, an organization, maybe like a charitable organization or something like this. Yeah, so you take their opinion seriously, or as the ultimate decision. Yeah, maybe in a courtroom or something, you might want a proof by authority, because yeah, like lawyers and judges and the jury certainly cannot learn, for example, statistics to a level that they need to. Yeah, 示威, 示 meaning to show. So 示威 is to show your might or authority. 示威, this is often used to like mean protest or something, but it's kind of like show of strength. Yeah, 向对方显示自己的威力. So this is you're showing your 威力, your power, show of power. 他这样做是向我示威。特指为表示抗议或有所要求而公开采取集体行动。Okay, 游行示威. So 游行 is a protest or protest. Demonstrate in the sense of protest, not demonstrate in the sense of like to demonstrate how gravity works. Parade, march, demonstration. Yeah, demonstrate against a war. 学生们上街, 上 here is used as a verb, so go to the streets, take to the streets. 游行反对战争, so 游行 march, demonstrate. So they're demonstrating 反对 to oppose 战争, the war or war in general. It's not specific. You'd have to judge from context. 示威. All right. 威力, we saw that one. 微风, 微信. Oh yeah, this is not that 微信. This is the other 微信. This is not 微信 that's on your phone. Pronunciation's the same though. 微风, 微信. 微信is a city? No, a county named 微信. Okay. 微望 Norway. Oh yeah, Norway. I haven't been to Norway. Norway, the country. Pronounced the same, basically. Norway. I hear it's quite nice though. Weiyan. Weiwu. Don't really know these other ones. Oh yeah, here we are. Weihai. There's a beach over there. Just over there. 10 minutes from here, there's a beach. So if you're a beach person, yeah, there's a beach over there. And there's bars on the beach and so on. So you can go and drink on the beach if you like. Okay, 微风. What is 微风? I don't know most of these, I'm going to be honest. 微风. We saw it on the list somewhere, was it? 微风. I think this is a relatively rare character. 微风. 让人畏惧的气势. Yeah, this 气势, this abstract vibe of reverence. Okay. Okay, 失去了往日的威风. Yeah. So 失去 to lose. 往日 wang often pertains to the past. So 往日 is bygone days. 往日的微风 yeah. Your air of reverence. All right, I don't know what it means. That's we don't really have this in English. 微风扫地. So presumably 扫地 doesn't mean to take out the broom and sweep the floor. All right. Completely discredited. Swept away. Okay. Once prestige is swept away. It's sweeping in that sense. All right. And what's this one? 形容气势令人敬畏. So this is an adjective. This is a noun. Okay, that's different. 真威风. Okay. 战士们, 真威风. All right. So 战士们 will be like soldiers. So the soldiers have an air of reverence about them, which, yeah, you kind of look at them like, oh, mighty soldiers. 他穿上军装很使威风 sorry 威风 So she in her military uniform looks very impressive, awe-inspiring. Yeah, maybe awe-inspiring is good. No, hold on, this is an adjective. Yeah, it doesn't literally connect very well. Yeah. 风, I guess it's 风度, right? This kind of 风度 concept that we don't have 风度 demeanor bearing 指美好的仪容姿态谈吐举止 What is this one? 仪容 looks, appearance, demeanor. 姿态 would be like posture, but not necessarily your physical posture. Maybe 谈吐 Is this just the words you say or a style of conversation? Yeah. Anyway, what's next? 威力. Yeah, actually, let's get rid of might, because I don't think might is a good translation. It's like air of reverence. I'm going to translate it to air of reverence. Okay, 威力. Okay, 使人畏惧的力量，巨大的力量。All right. Like a power, it's power and a power that causes people to feel reverence. All right. 威力巨大的炸弹。炸弹 is a bomb. So this is a powerful bomb, a mighty bomb. Really? I don't understand. Don't demonetize me. No, I'm just kidding. I don't get monetized, or at least not yet. 发挥了科学技术的威力。发挥 is kind of like brandish, but it's so you're brandishing your science and technology power or might. Brandish, bring into play. Brandish in a non-literal sense. Yeah, you're utilizing your science and technological power, scientific and technological power. 舆论的威力, the power of 舆论, public opinion. Yeah, 威力. Again, I don't think I encounter this character all that often, so let's not bust a gut too much. I mean, I encounter it a lot because I live in Weihai, but you know. All right. 威名. So this is 威名. 威名 will probably be like 威力的名字 or something like that. Fame for fighting prowess, I wrote there. 威名. 威名. 威望的名声, like reputation or something. Fame based on great strength, military expert, mighty name. 威名. Yeah, I'm going to be honest. Here, I think you can just interpret Wei as good. So it's a good name kind of thing, powerful name. Maybe power you go up a notch, good is kind of the least precise translation, and then you go up a notch in precision to power, and then after that it's like, oh, not worth it. 威名元阳. All right, so a powerful name, yuan, distance, yang. Yang is like a flag, like being waved or praised. Yeah, all right, I'm going to be honest, I don't think this is important. Wei Ming, let's continue on. Wei Wang, yeah, Wei Wang. So this is prestige. It's a good type of prestige, right? I suppose there is only good prestige, right? Wei Wang. 被大家敬服的声誉和名望。敬服。Yeah. There's so many words here that are very, very similar, minute differences. 崇高的威望. All right. 享有威望, prestige. 享有, do you know 享有? 享有. 享 is 享受的享. So this is one of the many ways of modifying your meaning to have. So you have prestige, but in this case, you 享有, you enjoy. Actually, you say enjoy in English as well. Enjoy can mean to have a positive thing, such as enjoy high prestige. Yeah, enjoy high international prestige. Anyway. Okay, we want prestige. That's probably all right. I don't think we need to know this. 威武, mighty. 威武, it's an adjective. Whoops. 威武. It is a noun and an adjective according to Pleco. 武力和权势. So this is like power and might and so on. Power and influence. 威武不能屈. All right. So this pertains to your like physical power, right? 气势强盛. 气势强盛. All right. 威武之师. All right, so this is like a powerful master, maybe like in Kung Fu Panda or something like that. Yeah. I think Kung Fu Panda, like Master Shifu. Shifu. Is it Shifu or Shifu? There's two Shifus. Yeah, a mighty master. Anyway, I don't think these are especially important. 威信, xin pertaining to trust, reputation. So 威 would mean a good or powerful one of these. So maybe they all pertain to that sort of thing. 威信. All right, in almost all conversations, when you hear 微信, it'll be this one, WeChat, right? 微信. However, here we're looking at this one, which has the same pronunciation. 微信. 微信, 威望和信誉. No. 对, 信誉. full term. 信誉. 威望信誉. Yet another noun meaning prestige. 廉洁公正才有威信. 廉洁 would be pure and uncorruptible. Yeah, honest, clean, yeah. 微信扫地. Yeah, we saw that one. I forgot what it was. Okay, so the 扫地 implies swept away. So your 微信, your what was it again? Prestige has been swept away. 扫地. So the 扫地 usually means to sweep the floor. 用扫帚扫一下地，就是清除尘土什么的。树立威信. So 树立, we talked about this. Here 树 means tree, but here it's erect, to erect like a tree. 树立 危险. So erect your prestige. All right, you get the idea. All right, 威严, dignity. What was the one we looked at the other day that meant dignity? 尊严, was it? Yeah, 尊严. We looked at 尊严in the last maybe 2 videos ago or so. 尊严, dignity, we saw that one. 维护祖国的尊严, protect the mother country's dignity. So 威严, I don't know, are they the same? They seem pretty similar. 威严, 威严, 威武而严肃. This is an adjective, and this is describing powerful and solemn. Is that right? Or prestigious and solemn? 军容威严. So 军容, 军 pertaining to armies. 容 would be the appearance, is it? Discipline and bearing. All right. 威严, all right. 威严的神情. Yeah. All right. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do with this. 威风和尊严. Yeah, 尊严 was the one we saw. This is the dignity one. 威风, that was dignity as well, wasn't it? These are all dignities. So if you take this dignity and put them together, you get this dignity. Lots of dignity. 法官的威严. 法官 is a judge, so the dignity of a judge. Yeah. All right. Again, I don't think this is important. 权威. 权威 is very important. This one's much more important. 智威, very important. But you can see the ones I don't know tend to be the ones that are unimportant. But that's not a coincidence. Like, which causes which? Because they're unimportant, therefore I don't know them, or because I don't know them, therefore I think they're unimportant. I think a bit of both, but if they were particularly important, I would just encounter them more in my reading and think, oh, okay, that seems important and I don't know it, therefore I should fix that. Yeah, that's one of the important things about reading, is that you get an idea of which words are important and which words are not. So when you do your study, when you study words, you go, oh, no, don't worry about that, it's not important. Which is an important skill to have. Okay, 权威, we talked about this. Authority, it is a noun and nothing else. Or maybe it can be used as an adjective. 权威, it is a noun and nothing else. Yeah, and you talk about your 权威, your 权威. 学术权威. Oh, it can be a person. Yeah. 学术权威. This is a person. Yeah, it means authority. They're an authority on this topic. Yeah, 医学权威, a medical authority. 公认的权威, a recognized authority on something. Usually they're like the peak of their field. 权威. There's no one else, like that kind of thing. There's no one else who's going to like have a, how do I explain this? Like in academia, you often do research on a topic, maybe for your entire career. And if you've done that for 20 years, you're probably regarded as an authority. The kind of mistakes you make at that level are not the kind of mistakes that someone who has not done 20 years of research. So you're kind of an authority. And so in principle, you could catch up, you could do all that work and confirm their claims, but it would take a long time and like decades of experience kind of thing. 权威. All right. 示威 we talked about as well. 示威, 示 meaning to demonstrate or show. So show your 威, your power. So it's a show of power or solidarity or whatever. 示威. 示威. So this is the kind of thing you might see protesters do. 示威. So they'll protest, I don't know, mistreatment of animals, say, and they want a show of power. And it's like, if there's many, many people who think what that company there is doing with their animal testing, if everyone's showing that they do not support that, then change might happen. Maybe 向我示威. This is just a show of might, like ha ha. Yeah, 游行示威. Yeah, maybe this is a common collocation. 游行示威. 游行 is to like take to the streets. You're kind of like holding up placards and things like that. Actually, shall we Google it? Maybe. All right. If you're the kind of person that does not want to see other people's opinions, maybe skip to the next part of this video. 游行示威. 游行示威. Yeah, here we go. Shows of power. I can't breathe. So I can't breathe. Well, this is the George Floyd protests, right? And so on. So these are show of power or show of strength. Or in various countries for various reasons. All right. You get the idea. 示威. Okay, 八面威风. All right. So 八面 is often used to mean all around, right? You have 8 kind of cardinal directions, or do you have 4 cardinal directions and sub-cardinal directions? You have, let me see if I remember. You have 东, 南, 西, 北. No, 东南西北. And then there's 东北, 东北东南, 西南, 西北, right? So that's 八面. I think that's how I'm going to interpret it. Like if you were to interpret it literally. So there's 8, right? 八面. However, it's not meant to be interpreted literally. So 八面 just meaning in all directions or all around. 威风, which is literally just this word. 威风. 八面威风. Okay. So 形容神气十足, 威势逼人. All right, 神气. Yet another one of these kind of 神气十足. Triumphant all around. Okay. 威势逼人.逼 means to force someone. 逼人. 势威逼人. Maybe势力. 威势逼人. So intimidating, commanding presence. So maybe we should just think of 八面 here as an intensifier for 威风. 威风. Yeah, I think that's about it. Anyway, I don't think these are all that important. 权威 is important. 示威 is important. 威胁 is important. But 威胁 is not on the list. 威胁. 威胁 is important. Probably the most important one of the lot, really. But maybe 威胁 的威 is a different one. 威胁. What does the 胁 mean? 胁. 威胁. 威胁的胁 is this one. Okay, so 逼迫, compel or force. 强迫, yeah, same thing. 逼迫. 强迫, yeah, coerce as well. Okay, so 威胁. So through your might or in your vibe of reverence, you force someone to do something or compel them to do something or coerce them. Yeah. All right. That's probably one of the most important ones. Yeah, I don't know why. That's also HSK6, right? I think it's HSK6 word, if I remember correctly. Yeah, if I was going to choose one, it would be this one. And actually, 权威 is also very important, at least as important as 威胁. Sure, yeah, those three are the most important. 威力, maybe not that important because there's plenty of other words like 学历, like 强力, this sort of thing. Sorry. There's like a host of alternatives that would come up as well. So you just mentally translate it. And you might not even notice they use 威力. All right, the next one, yuan. Oh, okay, so the last one should be relatively easy because yuan pertains to source, the source of something. Source in the sense of S-O-U-R-C. 电源、财源、根源、光源、货源、来源、能源、热源、资源、起源、本源、渊源. Yeah, I do encounter that word, but it's kind of funny. 渊源. 源流. Okay, these last ones will be a bit harder, but the rest are just source. Actually, maybe they're all source. The source of something. 电源, source of energy. Source of electricity, I should say. 电源. 电源. Yeah, power source. I mean, yeah. 接通电源, connect the power. 接通. 切断电源, cut off the electricity, etc., etc. 电源, source of electricity. Yeah. I don't know what else. It's a noun. That's it. It's a noun meaning source of electricity. I think they're all going to be like this. 财源, 财 meaning wealth in the sense of financial wealth or resources or capital. 财源. Oh, not this 财源. Not this one. This one. 财源. 钱财的来源. Yeah, 来源. 来源. Is that on the list? Here. 来源 is source. So the source of 钱财, financial resources. Yeah. 广开. What is 广开? 开源. Oh, okay. So the 开 here functions as a verb, and the 广 means to do it broadly. So broadly open up or explore financial resources. 财源茂盛. 茂盛 is usually used for like plants and things, describing lush plants, this sort of thing. Okay, so this is the figurative usage. So lush resources, maybe. Just if you translate it directly. 财源滚滚. Yeah, this 滚滚, rolling. Yeah, it literally means that, but it's like surge on. Yeah, that's a better translation. I've seen that. It just means a lot of, basically. All right. 根源, 根, like 树根. 树根 is the root of a tree. 根源 is the root source of something. 根源. It is not the source of roots. It is the root source, the cause, or the origin. Yeah. Okay, 植物的根和水的源头. Yeah, all right. So it's not really used in the literal sense. It's like root source. 比喻事物产生的根本原因. Yeah. So something occurred. What is the fundamental reason? Yeah. 根源. 这次火灾的主观根源是防火意识太差. Did you get it? So this 火灾 is a fire disaster. Yeah, the 主观根源, 主观 meaning subjective. So the subjective reasons or reason 是防火 fire fire prevention, or literally prevent fire. 防火意识 is awareness. So fire prevention awareness 太差 is poor or lacking. 消除战争根源 so eradicate or eliminate 战争 war 根源 causes. Yeah. 思想根源 ideological root. Oh, so this is the literal root. 思想. Okay, so this 思想 pertains to ideology, not just a way of thinking. 思想. Yeah. 根源. This is a very common word. 不注意卫生是各种疾病的根源. Yeah, so 不注意卫生. Yeah, so 注意 meaning to pay attention to, but it's like here you're paying attention to 卫生 hygiene. So maybe you're cooking your chicken and not caring that much about hygiene. Or you don't clean your bathroom often enough or something like this. 各种疾病 all kinds of diseases. 的根源 the source of all kinds of diseases. Or the cause, yeah. Stem from. Oh yeah, you can use it as a verb. It's 根源于. 这场战争根源于意识形态的冲突. So this 场战争 this would be a battle rather than a war. 场 yeah, this stage. I don't think it's a war. I think it's a battle. 战争 I'm not 100% sure. I could be wrong in that. 战争 If it was a full war, would you use the measure word 场? I have to think about that. Ponder on this, I must. Anyway, the translation is war, so maybe from context they've got it correct. 这场战争 this whatever war / battle 根源于 originates from 意识形态的冲突 冲突 is like clashes 冲突 what is 意识形态 意识 we saw it seconds ago wherever it was here 意识 awareness awareness 形态 here I guess it doesn't mean awareness. What does it mean? 意识形态 ideological conflict. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't just come up with an example. Lots of ideological conflicts in this world. 光源 light source. 光源 yeah, it means what you think it means. 光源 often used in like physics, like a physics experiment or something. 光源 you'll see this. So I remember 光源. So one of the HSK6 practice exams talks about 向日葵. Do you know 向日葵? 向日葵. 向日葵. You know what 向日葵 means? 向日葵, like 向 meaning facing. 日 is the sun, and 葵 葵, second tone. Is that really? 向日葵. Oh, all right. I've been saying that wrong for a long time. 向日葵. And they talk about the 花盘, which is this part of the sunflower, facing the 光源, the source of light, usually the sun. It's part of its name as well. 向日葵, 向日葵, 向日葵. All right, 向日葵. However, it turns out that 向日葵 wasn't the best name. Why? Because they don't face the light, they face the heat source. And what the experiment was, they took the sunflower and they separated the 光源, the light source, and the 热源, the heat source, and separated them. So over this side there's a heat source. Over this side there's this side light source, this side heat source, and they checked out which direction the 向日葵 will face. Turns out it faces the heat source, not the light source. Yeah, 向日葵. Although 日 provides both heat and light, right? Does it provide heat, actually? Maybe it doesn't. It provides electromagnetic radiation. It doesn't directly provide heat. And when it hits the ground, it converts into heat. Ponder on this, I must. Anyway, you get the idea. What were we talking about? Oh, yeah. 光源, light source. 光源, light source, literally what you think it means. There's a 光源 above my head. But usually you say 灯, 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 一盏灯, 一盏, 这样写的对吗? I don't know, 一盏灯. One of the rare measure words. 盏. 一盏, yeah, 一盏灯. One of the rare measure words. The other one is 停. There's a few that are pretty rare. 停. 停 is a measure word for machine guns. 机枪. 一挺机枪. Do they use it? Oh, 一把 as well. Okay. Some measure words are pretty rare. One measure word I think is really cool is 堵, 一堵墙. 一堵墙, a wall. 一堵墙, 堵. 堵 means like congested, right? So I guess it's blocking, blocking, the wall blocks your way, so it's 堵. Anyway, maybe I'm getting slightly off topic, but you know, sometimes it's fun. Okay, so where were we? 光源, we saw 热源 is the same thing, but with heat instead of light. 货源, 货 meaning goods, commercial goods. 货源, 货源, 货物的来源, yeah, goods, commodities, merchandise. 货源. So this would be relevant for like people who have a shop and sell things. Their 货源 is important. Whoops. 货源冲畅. What is 冲畅? Richly expressive? No, I don't think that's correct. Smooth and fluent, maybe. Maybe it's like ample and flows without obstruction. Yeah, 充足 may be better. Yeah, so your supply of goods is adequate. Yeah. All right. 来源. Yeah, 来源 means source. This is like the 2-character version. 来源. This is a noun. 来源. Oh, it can function as a verb as well, like if you put the u afterwards. Yeah. Okay. 典故来源. What is 典故? Sounds like some kind of folk art of some kind. Illusion. Classic story or quote from the literature. Yeah, all right. 典故来源. So the origin of like a tale or story. 生活来源. Okay, the origin of life. 税收是国家财政的来源之一. 税收 will be tax collection, or taxation. Okay, taxation. Yeah, so it's the source of 财政. 财政, like financial governance. I don't know what you call it. Public finance. Yeah, there you go. And this one functions as a verb, but you use the you afterwards. You don't have to use it? 起源. Yeah, 起源. That's not on the list. Let's add it. 起源. 起三点水. 源, 起源. All right. 起源 is important as well. It's as important as the other ones. 起源 meaning 来源. They're the same thing. 产生, 产生. 产生, this is to go from nothing to something, right? Bring about, evolve, to come into being. Yeah, so there's 生产 and there's 产生. Yeah, so this should be from nothing to something. 常跟与配合使用. Okay, 货币来源于 物资交换. So currency originates from the exchange of goods. Yeah. So it does function as a noun as well. 来源 meaning origins. 消息来源 the source of information. 经济来源 source of 经济. Or 经济 means economy, but here source of income, like funds maybe. 知识来源于实践. Knowledge stems from or comes from. 实践 is real world experience, like practical experience. All right, what's next? 能源 能 here refers to energy in the sense of 太阳能, 风能, 核能, like literal physical energy. Energy in the sense of that quantity that's measured in, that thing that's measured in joules in physics, or kilojoules or calories. 能源, energy source. I think it also just means energy as well. Yeah, 开发能源. So 开发, this is the one I got wrong before, isn't it? 开发 meaning to open and utilize or mine or develop. 能源 energy resources. 能源危机 energy resource crisis. Yeah, energy source. 石油和煤 is coal, right? 煤总有用完的一天，人类必须开发新能源. Yeah, that's what it means. We must one day, we must find other energy resources other than coal. Actually, from what I understand, we have enough coal to kind of wipe us out. But yeah, I don't think we're going to run out of coal. That's the problem. Like if you use it all, then yeah, we no longer exist. There's just too much coal. 开发新能源和再生能源. Yeah, 再生 meaning renew. 和再生 renewable 能源 renewable sources of energy. Like 风能, 太阳能, 潮汐能. Probably there's others. What else? I don't know. 水能, yeah, hydropower. All right. So although that's actually, let's look at it. 风能, for example. 风能. So 能源, it's a type of 能源, right? 指可以被人类利用的风的能源. Yeah, so it's a 能量是无自然可再生的能源. Yeah, so this is wind energy, a type of or energy source or energy. The 能 is 能量. Yeah. All right. 热源 heat source. 热源. Yeah, I don't know, unless you're kind of into culinary sciences or something like this, or physics, you won't encounter this word normally. It's just a source of heat. Yeah, if you're, I like watching a YouTube channel called You Can Cook That. Do you know the YouTube channel? It's one of my favorite ones. You Can Cook That. This one. That's not her. You Can Cook That with Anne Reardon. I think she's from Melbourne. Yeah, I'm from Melbourne too. All right, we'll give it a minute, but yeah. So I really like her style because she doesn't just give recipes and just tell you how to cook something. Who is this? I don't know who that is. Her name is Anne Reardon. Oh, how to cook that. Okay, so how to cook that. That explains why I got the wrong channel. How to cook that. I like her style. I think she has like a degree in culinary sciences, which means like, so she doesn't just cook things and say, this is how you cook it. She will cook it in multiple different ways and change one variable, and it's much more scientific that way. She'll show you the results. And she puts, it's scientific, I find. That's the interesting part. That's her channel. How to cook that. All right, why aren't you loading? All right, let's not worry about it then. So yeah, she will talk about 热语言 on her channel. So because she's talking about heat sources, like ovens, but sometimes she talks about other unconventional types of heat sources, because people on the internet are posting videos about unconventional ways of cooking things, such as using a hair straightener or something. Or a dishwasher. Yeah, you can cook fish in a dishwasher. And so on. Okay. 资源 资 is like resources, right? Or capital, maybe capital or funds. Yeah, maybe fund, a source of funds. 资源 is the best one. 资源 oh yeah, natural resources as well. 我们要开发海洋资源. So we need to tap into ocean resources. Maybe. 矿产资源, 矿产 mineral resources. 矿产 矿 is like ore, 产 products, or product resources, mineral resources. 旅游资源 yeah, 资源 tourist resources. Yeah, I'm not sure what that means. 人力资源 yeah. So this is like treating humans as commodities kind of thing. 人力 manpower resources. Yeah. 资源节约型经济. So resource 节约型 saving economy or model. This 型 is model, right? So resource saving model economy kind of thing. 资源 resources. So yeah, capital source, literally. What is this word? Motive. Is that that sounds like a linguistics term. 查看矿产资源 prospect. 我国石油资源分布范围很广. So oil deposits are all over the country. Maybe this is, 我国 must be China. So if you're speaking in Chinese, no, like you don't say our country. 我国 means China, even though it literally translates to our country. Yeah, I think it's just a patriotic way of saying China. Yeah, i.e. China. Okay, 人类利用自然资源的广度将日益扩大. Okay, so mankind utilizing or exploiting 自然资源, no natural resources, 的广度 will be the breadth. So we saw 度. Where do we see 度? Here, when we talked about 速度. Yeah, there are other 度s. And 广度 is another one. 广 meaning broad, so 广度 is a measure of broadness or breadth. Yeah, 将日益, so 将 meaning will, or I guess in this case will continue to. 日益 is basically 越来越, bit more formal. 扩大 meaning to expand. Yeah. All right, anyway, that's 资源. 起源. It is there. Okay, so 起源 kind of like 来源. 起源. No, 起源 is like originate from 起源. 起源. So it's not just 来源, it's originate, stem from. 最初产生发源. Yeah, 发源. There's another one. Rise, originate. Yeah. 象形文字. I don't know what that is. 象形文字. This is the moving typeface or something like this. Pictographic writing. No, sorry, I was wrong. Hieroglyphics. Okay. 起源于原始图画。原始 meaning primitive, not in a negative sense, in the sense of primitive man kind of thing. 图画, like paintings, drawings. So these hieroglyphics originated from primitive drawings. And as a noun, okay, yeah, it can be a noun. 是产生的根源, yeah, the origin, the origin or source of something, yeah, something, could be anything. 探讨艺术的起源, so discuss or explore through discussion, the origins of art, yeah. 知识无不起源于实践. Okay, so 知识 knowledge. 无不 is a double negative. So it means it's kind of like emphatically is, or emphatically 起源于 originates from 实践 practice. So all knowledge originates from practice. 无不, yeah. Here it's like there are no exceptions. 无不. 这一习俗起源于国外. This custom originates from 国外, overseas. But when you speak Chinese 国外, would it be outside of China or outside of the country you're presently in? If you speak to a Chinese person, let's say they're in New Zealand, and they say 国外, do they mean outside of China or do they mean outside of New Zealand? It can be hard to tell at times, because they're so accustomed to saying 国外 as outside of China. The same way so I'm from Australia. When I think of international, I say overseas, because Australia is an island, right? So like I would say, I haven't been overseas in a while. And people when I say overseas, I think of like, I don't know, Mongolia would be overseas. It's like, oh wait, when I say overseas, that's like a neighboring country here, right? 物种起源, the origin of species. 物种起源, 生命的起源, origin of life. All right. 起源, okay. 本源, 本 is like source or origin as well. 本源, don't really know the difference. 本源. 事物的起源. Okay, no wonder I don't know the difference though. Like, if 本源 is defined as 起源, then it's very unlikely that I should put a lot of effort into figuring out the difference. Maybe I'll just go with my gut. I'd probably use 起源, or I often use 来自, just 来自. Okay, 古人认为金木水火土. Okay, so these are 5 elements, right? So metal, wood, water, fire, earth. 是万物的本源. So the original source of everything, or like everything material, I guess. 事物的本源. All right. Yeah. So what would you say the root of all evil is? Money. How would you say that? Money is the root of all evil. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I like her videos. I find them very scientific. I really do think she does a good public service by warning people about the dangers of some of these videos. Some of them are dangerous. Like, she goes online and checks out videos and says, here are the dangers involved. Yeah, don't do this, and so on. Yeah. And she puts things to the test. That's very scientific. I like her scientific style. All right, how would you express money is the root of all evil in Chinese? So, 钱资, 金钱是 evil, 恶劣的根源, something like that. Maybe that's what I would say. I think I'd use 根源. Oh. All right. What's the other one? Gemini. So, all right, do it. What do I do? All right, what? Oh, here, can I? No. Can I delete? All right. Let's just use another one. That's really bad design. Like, yeah, I don't want to show. All right, I give up. I give up. Root of all evil. 万恶之源. Okay, 万恶之源. But I want to 原因, 根本原因. There's fundamental reason that's different. 根源. Yeah, 钱是一切罪恶, 罪恶. So this is evil in the sense of evil deeds. 罪恶的根源. Yeah. 万恶之源. Should we jot that? 万恶之源. 金钱是万恶之源. Okay, let's jot that down. That looks interesting. 万恶之源. 万恶之源. Since we're doing yuan, sorry, I can't get the right angle here. 万恶. Sorry, let me, is it that one? 之源. 三点水. 万恶之源. I did write it correctly, right? I think I did. Yeah. All right, what's next? Oh, 本源. Yeah, 本源根源起源 来源. Yeah, they're all nouns, but with 来源于起源于. Yeah, I don't think you have 本源于. No, it's 那个罪恶的本源. I think that's okay. 根源. I'd use 根源, but because in English the saying is the root of all evil, and 根 is root, like the root of a tree as well. So I'm not sure if that's if that logic stands up to scrutiny, but you know. All right, how are we going for time? All right, we'll just finish off these two, right? 渊源. Yeah, this is relatively rare, but I kind of enjoy it when I read it. I don't know. 渊源. 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 Origin. 水流的源头. Yeah, 源头. So the 头 is kind of turns it into a noun, right? 源头. So the font of water or something like this. The fountainhead. 比喻树产生的本源. Yeah, sure. So the first one is literal, like so the first one is literal. This is where the water comes from. That's its 渊源. The second one is figurative. So the 本源. We'll just add it to the list of 本源, 本源, 起源, 来源, and here now we've got 渊源, and probably others as well. Okay, 追溯, 追溯, 渊源. Yeah, 追溯 meaning to track down or trace. Yeah. Oh, okay. So this is literally to go upstream, but usually it's this one, to trace back something. 追溯 we saw when we were talking about, what's it called? The pandemic. We saw this in the news a lot. 追溯. So I'll Google it. 追溯. 新冠肺炎病毒 blah blah blah. I don't know, I'll just do that. 应该是它的 yeah, this is a little bit controversial actually. Okay. 世卫发布新冠病毒源头的研究报告. Yeah, I want to use the word 追溯. Yeah. Do I want to read this aloud? Maybe it's okay. 今日一条台湾节目追溯新冠病毒源头. So here you trace to its origins a new, like the COVID virus origin. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just reading what it says. I haven't checked out whether or not it's factual. Okay, so 追溯源头 seems to be a good choice of word. A good collocation. 追溯. Yeah, I saw that a lot in the news when the peak of the pandemic, and everyone was accusing everyone else of causing it. Yeah. Okay, so 渊源 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 起源 yeah. So, okay, 就像产品的渊源 here it's a noun, okay? 和追溯到上个世纪 last century. 追溯 yeah, trace back to last century. So this seems like a good collocation. 追溯渊源。他说他的种族渊源对他向来都不重要。So his racial origins or ethnic origins are not important to him. Yeah, some people it's not important, especially like if you're adopted or something, and it's like, don't know. Or sometimes you're just better off not knowing. 他们家族 is your like clan, if you think of your family as a clan. The 渊源可追溯到清教徒 What is 清教徒? Puritans. 清教徒. Okay. So 清 meaning clean or pure, and 教徒 教 meaning pertaining to religion, 徒 meaning follower of said religion. So clean religious follower, Puritan. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. 清教徒前辈移民时代. So 前辈 is predecessor. I think predecessor, senior will also work. 移民 both a verb and a noun for immigrate or migrate or migrant, etc., etc. Yeah. All right. So 渊源 is also one of the words meaning source. It is only a noun, right? It is not a verb. 渊源于 maybe 渊源于罗马. Okay, maybe. I mean, I wouldn't automatically declare this as wrong. All right. 追溯 is a good word to use in conjunction with them. Good collocation. I like a nice collocation. You're forced to. 源流 源 origin 流 flow 源流 yeah. So this is a compound word, is it? 源流源头和水流. Okay, so what I mean by compound word, you just take A and B, like represent each word by a single character and just stick them together, and voila, you have another word. Okay, so source and flow. Source and stream. All right. 比喻事物的起源和发展过程. The origin and development of something. 汉字的源流. So I presume everyone in my audience knows that Chinese characters have a rather rich history. Yeah, some of them are really ancient. If you're in Beijing, you can go to the 图书馆, 国家图书馆, and you'll see 甲骨文, like you'll see 甲骨文, which is the ancient characters inscribed on like turtle shells and so on. Yeah, they'll be like 3,000 years old, maybe 2,000 plus years old. And they've evolved over time and they're still evolving. That's what happens. 汉字发展的源流. Yeah, so this is source and origin. Source and maybe this liu represents evolution. Okay. 追溯源流, trace back. We saw it again. We saw this 追溯源头, 追溯渊源. Here we got 追溯源流. 无言诗. All right. So this is a style of poetry. The 源流. So the origins and like evolutionary history to today of the 5 characters per line poem. All right. Yeah. So the important thing here is to recognize 源 and 流 are almost like separate words. Yeah, 源头和 sorry, can I move it down slightly? 源头和水流, was it? They're almost separate words. Yeah, 源头和水流. So 源头和水流. 源头和水流. Yeah. And if you know that is that, you know what it means. Kind of like 2 separate words. The characters are not really forming a word, or at least they're kind of like fused together. Whereas these, they're kind of I don't know, these seem to be like 2 words that happen to be next to each other, whereas this one, they kind of have this kind of interactivity. Yeah. Anyway, let's call it a video. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video. Oh, remember to 点赞, 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 赞. See you in the next video. 下次聊, bye bye.